The main efforts are focused on creating the Nova 2 airship, which has an envelope volume of 2,050 cubic meters, and we will be developing it in 2 versions simultaneously. The first version is a passenger, piloted one. There will be 6 people on board, that is, 1 pilot and 6 passengers. Its main purpose is tourism, specifically sightseeing tours from the air. This could be of interest to investors. They can come, see it for themselves, and even try flying as passengers on this craft. And in the unmanned version, it will be built as a prototype of a cargo airship, on which we want to work out the main issues related to cargo transportation. It will be designed to carry 500 kilograms of cargo over a distance of 500 kilometers. It will be possible to practice all the main operations necessary for this: mooring to a load docking mast, unloading, loading, takeoff, automatic takeoff, and automatic docking. We are already starting to test all these operations on the unmanned vehicle, and then all the experience gained in the control system, how it will be implemented, will be transferred to the Nova 2 airship. The most labor-intensive part, the most important part from a design perspective, is the gondolas. We have finally settled on the basic dimensions, passenger seating, and the placement of doors and window openings. We are modeling all of this on a mock-up. Then, let's say, for a more thorough study of issues related to ergonomics, we will make the gondolas more. A mock-up that will be even closer to the real apparatus. At the same time, work is underway on the design, that is, its development, installing the engines, and selecting the materials it will be made from. We plan to actually start manufacturing this gondola physically around the end of summer. Work on the envelope is also progressing in parallel. The material for the envelope has been purchased. Welding equipment and cutting equipment have also been acquired. In other words, this envelope will be produced right here at our own facility. And the other parts of the airship are also being developed: the empennage, the aft steering device, and the power supply system. Because it's quite complex. We have a lot of, let's say, powerful electrical consumers. There will be 2 networks on board, a 12-volt and a 48-volt system. Work on the VGS units is also ongoing in parallel. And of course, we're waiting for the engine to be on the test stand so we can start it up and see how it performs. We have a rather complex transmission system there. From a single engine to a gearbox and angular gearboxes, we distribute the torque to 2 propellers. The propellers themselves are not simple either. They are ring propulsors, which allow us to generate lift while stationary, making takeoff and landing of the airship much easier. The Nova 2 airship will be, let's say, another milestone in the development of Aeronova's aeronautical technology, because it's the first manned craft that we will get airborne. This is a step towards creating larger airships, both the Nova 8, which will have 19 seats, and the Nova 35, which will have a rigid frame. So we're moving in that direction, towards building big, beautiful airships.
My name is Dimitri. I'm a design engineer at Aeronova. I'm working on the Nova 2 project. I'm assembling the overall look of the gondola, meaning I'm putting all the models together. This is very important work. I'm also working on designing the suspension system that connects the gondola to the envelope. Right now, we're developing the structural layout of our gondola. This is the gondola's load-bearing frame. It's made from aluminum profiles. Simply put, this is the skeleton of the gondola. We're laying out the ribs and considering where all the different structural elements will go. Here, in fact, is the engine placement. There will be more seats in front of it, a whole row of seats. And because of that, we need to figure out if we'll be able to reach from above. That's why we're making a mock-up of the engine out of foam. And we will carefully place it within our gondola model so that we can accurately figure out the most optimal way to effectively service it.
My name is Vitaly Ivanovich Tyran. I'm a design engineer. I'm working on designing the gondola for the Nova 2 airship. We built a plywood model of the gondola to check the arrangement of the seats, the passengers, and the convenience of boarding and disembarking. At this stage, we're coordinating the structural elements that were developed by other designers. For example, the propulsion system, the landing gear, the nose section of the gondola. It's a long and labor-intensive process because each designer has their own vision. The art lies in bringing all of this together so that it becomes a single, unified, and indivisible structure. This is how the design and a magnificent airship will come to life. one that will amaze many people.